Getting a trophy for completing the first mission. Really, mate?
This is the top-of-the-range household assistant. It cooks 10,000 different dishes.
Come on, Zoe, let's go.
200 languages and dialects. And handles the kids' home care, elementary school up to good afternoon.
Hey.
Honey, it looks amazing. This is exactly what we need.
How much did you say it cost?
At the moment, we're doing a special promotion on this entire range. I can show you $7,999.
Hello.
It does absolutely all the work around. An excellent choice.
Can I just play now? Like, what?
The MP800 is slightly more expensive, but it has many other functions. Come along and I'll show you.
Can I go pick it up?
Yeah, right back here. This guy.
Oh, it's this guy. Hello.
There it is. It was a bit difficult getting it back in working order.
Okay.
It was really messed up. What'd you say happened to it again?
The car hit it. Stupid accident.
Mm-hmm.
See.
Sure,
Anyway,
buddy.
It's as good as new now, except that we had.
I did
reset
say
it,
hello like
meaning
twice
we had
now.
wiped its memory. I hope you don't mind.
That'll be fine.
Okay. Did you give it a name?
My daughter did.
AX400. Register your name.
Kara.
My name is Kara.
So far, I'm not really a fan of the way the developer tries to get you to interact with objects or with the world by doing like half circles and stuff. It makes no sense. Just click a button. Why are you making it difficult? You know? Like, there's just no reason for it whatsoever. And I believe, what was it? Heavy Rain did the exact same thing, where they basically had, like well, not every action, but a lot of actions in the game require a QuickTime event, which was causing the player to click a button to do a different action, which was fine. That's good, that's fine. But requiring the player to do like half circles and shit just to like, I don't know, that's just to interact with objects or like pick something up, it's an extra layer of confusion for no reason. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully the game is cool. Like, the concept of it I like. Really digging that. Because I believe there's, what, like 3 protagonists? Something like that. Oh, okay, no worries. Yeah, I might reply a little bit late because I'm sort of playing. Yeah, we'll hopefully see how the choice system works a little bit better as I keep playing, but I don't know, it's interesting, but I don't really think the choices link into each other as well as they would like them to. I don't know. I think I need to use it a little bit more to figure it out. Go to Bellini's paint shop.
Yes, I think that's enough.
But one thing that does annoy me so much is the amount of motion blur in the game. Let me see if I can turn that off. That's a bit frustrating. Like the level of detail, like the what is it? Depth of field. It's really blurry in the distance when it shouldn't really be. And the reason why developers do that sort of stuff is because either they're trying to lower the rendering quality of the objects in the distance to make the hardware of, in this case, a console, not really utilize as well as it could, or just to up the quality of everything around the player. rather than the distance itself. Yeah, I bet it is. Like, the one main issue that I have with a lot of these stylized games is that developers try to make combat or make communication really elaborate and just, I don't know, they try to change it in ways that just make no sense whatsoever. Okay, so go to Bellini Paint Shop, and this was the bit where I think Digital Foundry did this, did like a, what is it, like a frame rate or frame testing thing, and found that this area here doesn't really run all that well. Which is true, like I can feel it dropping, and this is what I'm talking about, like requiring the player to do a half turn to open the door. Why? Why can't I just click X like every other game in every other game that's made? Just why do I have to do these stupid actions? If this was in VR, then maybe I'd understand. But since it's not, it doesn't make any sense.
Here is your order number 847. That will be $63.99. Please confirm payment.
Sure.
Payment
That's
confirmed.
super creepy.
Transaction.
Just looking at each other like, hey man, I will take your money. Yeah, like the PS4 Pro version runs really well apparently, which is good. But I would like to be able to turn off, or at least dumb down the level of motion blur. Because motion blur to me is a massive game changer. Like if I can't turn it off, it annoys me to the point where sometimes it can ruin a game. Just because it blurs so much that I can't actually see what I'm doing. And that's why I'm trying not to turn. Because that's what this game does. It has a lot of motion blur and it blurs everything. Even just walking, it does it as well. And in the cutscenes, while the NPCs aren't even moving, it still sort of has this faded little blur around the hair of the NPC or whatever. Like there's just weird little things like that. But in the distance, right? Like I can, like this is fine to read, but it's still blurry. It's weird. It's like the distance is really close to the player. Like there's about I want to say like a 15 to 20 meter view circle around the player, which is weird.
Where the fuck you going, Tin Can?
But I don't know. Hopefully the gameplay gets pretty cool.
Hey guys, check it out. We got one of those tin cans.
Because I know that David Cage makes some games where they're, it's controversial,
Look at this little motherfucker. He's
but hopefully the
job,
story
but he
makes
can't even
sense.
stand up.
And it all comes together really nicely. Yeah. I don't know. I do like stylized games, don't get me wrong. But there's only so much you can do before it starts to
Do it.
really,
Alright,
I don't know, draw out the experience.
it's enough. Leave it alone.
But this bit here is really good because it's giving the player a sense of
Damage it on my
androids and humans. There's that divide in society.
You can take your job
There's
next.
some people that, use them as a daily tool, whereas there's other people that
Let's go.
really don't like them and they're just, taking people's jobs and stuff like that. Which is basically happening now, but not with androids, It's just something that's going to happen. Whoa, hey! Oh wow, really? Holding X to wait for the bus. Yes! This is like taking that press F to pay respects in that Call of Duty game. I think it was in Infinite Warfare. To a whole new level. Like, oh. Press X to stand on bus stop thing. Oh. I really do hope that they remove that. Or like, make it an option to just click a button. Like, oh. I hope that there's a lot of reviewers that sort of give him a bit of shit for that as well, because it is. I've only played this for what, 25 minutes, and it is really frustrating. Like, it's getting to the point where I'm like, mate, come on, you can do so much better than that.
If you want to support me, you can head over to patreon.com/madagain. Thank you to everyone that's currently supporting me.